Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's just dig right into it. Now, we have the 14-day weigh-ins, for Canelo Alvarez and Danny Jacobs, big fight coming up on Cinco de Mayo weekend. And, a lot have been made about these guys' weight, so let's just dig into what their 14-day weigh-in was. And Canelo Alvarez came in at 165.4, and Danny Jacobs came in at 166.8. So as of right now, you can tell 14 days out, both of these guys are on track to make the 60-pound 160 weight limit, and so that I don't foresee that being an issue for each guy. Canelo Alvarez at the 30-day weigh-in check, he was at 168.2, and Danny Jacobs at the 30-day weigh-in, he was at 175.4. And the only troubling thing about that is people didn't understand how Danny Jacobs had so much weight on him at that point. But we understand that Danny Jacobs is going to be the much bigger man on fight night, even with the rehydration clause. And so Canelo Alvarez, at the end of the day, I don't think this is going to come down to weight, because Danny Jacobs made the 160-pound weight limit and had the rehydration clause in his last fight for Sergey Deverenchenko, and it didn't affect his performance. He still came on, put a brilliant performance, dropped Sergey Deverenchenko. So I'm using no excuses for this fight. This is a no excuse fight, because both of these guys are on weight. They're coming down safely. They're making the weight safely, and these guys are both right on par. Danny Jacobs looked full and healthy, not drained at all. He's already done this before with this same rehydration clause, and it has not been an issue. He was not drained against Sergey Deverenchenko. He was still strong and fit, and so that's not going to be an issue. So don't believe what the fanboys tell you. At the end of the day, this will be a very, very good fight, and the weight will not be an excuse. At the end of the day, it's not about the weight that you cut. It's about how you cut the weight. If you're cutting it the right way, if you're coming down slowly over time. And I think Canelo and Danny Jacobs are doing it the right way. They're doing it methodically, and they're doing it with the system in place. Even Danny Jacobs has, Chris Algieri as a corner, cooking for him and, helping him get the weight down right. So both of these guys have a lot of ways to do that. Even Danny Jacobs has been enlisted with the snacks system, as well. So the snack program assists him and his nutritional needs as well. So these guys are consummate pros and professionals, and I don't foresee weight being an issue. I think Danny Jacobs, Canelo Alvarez is a 50-50 fight right down the line. Both of them are top-level, elite-level fighters. Canelo Alvarez, an elite-level counterpuncher, elite-level body attacker. Danny Jacobs has an elite-level type of style, and he has lateral movement. He has defense. He can do a lot of things in the rings that a lot of guys simply cannot do. Danny Jacobs is going to be a problem, and I believed Canelo Alvarez's toughest test since Floyd Mayweather Jr. This is a very close and competitive fight. I'm going to edge Canelo Alvarez for the victory, but make no mistakes that Danny Jacobs is a live dog in this fight. But once again, Unbiased as always, it's the IBFP. Please share, like, and you must absolutely subscribe.